Would you like to see how some of your brothers and sisters are displaying that kind of endurance? We'd like to introduce you to Brother Vasily Kalin, who was baptized for more than 50 years and serves together with his wife Maria at the Russia branch. Has their load been easy to carry? This is their story.
I was born in Ukraine to a family of Jehovah's Witnesses. When I was 5, our whole family was exiled to Siberia. Traveling in the same train was a little girl who 17 years later would become my wife. That was Maria. We were married in 1968. Under the Soviet Union, there was a ban on importing our publications. The congregations needed more literature, and we wanted to help the brothers. So Maria and I decided that we would start printing the publications ourselves.
I knew it would be risky because we had 2 young children. Our son was then only 5 years old, and our daughter was less than a year old. We risked losing our freedom and even our children.
But we trusted in Jehovah to support us, and we didn't think too hard about what could happen. If we have done that, we would just have given up. My biggest problem was that I had no experience with photo development whatsoever. So what did I do? I bought a reference book and some equipment. The circuit officer gave me the microfilm that was used for duplicating literature. Then one evening, we tried printing the literature for the first time. Of course, it was a complete mess. But in a little while, we were able to start producing publications that were of good quality and readable. Our work was highly confidential, and we had to keep it a secret, even from our family, who were all witnesses. Our work was done at night. We closed our curtains and turned off the lights. We had a red lamp that gave us light while we were working.
When the literature was ready, we would deliver it in the morning to all the congregations.
That was also difficult and dangerous, because if they caught us with literature, there was no doubt we would be sent to prison. We needed to travel dozens of kilometers. I am very grateful to Maria that she often helped me.
A brother would drive up in his car, and I would pass on the literature to him. One time, the brother was late. In Siberia, it gets very cold. And I remember that it was snowing so heavily that I turned into a snow woman, you could say. I couldn't go into a store to warm up because the brother could come any minute and we would miss each other. So I had to wait.
When I would come back from work and Maria wasn't home, I would get very worried. Anything could have happened. Maybe she had been arrested. Sometimes our children knew that Mama was away delivering literature, and they also got worried.
Everything I have gone through has taught me never to rely on myself, but instead to completely trust in Jehovah.
We got a lot of joy out of the years we spent producing literature. We knew that our brothers and sisters were being fed spiritually. We are grateful to Jehovah that for 17 years we were able to print the publications. 1991 was a landmark year for Jehovah's Witnesses in the Soviet Union. We received official recognition. What a victory that was! Unfortunately, the situation with Jehovah's Witnesses today reminds me of the time we lived through. I see that Satan's methods have not changed, but it is really encouraging to remember that Jehovah also has not changed. He defended and protected his people in the past, and he will do the same today.
Did you notice how happy Brother and Sister Kalin are despite all the trials they've experienced? After all, what they went through was very serious. It's just as James chapter 5 and verse 11 says, "We consider happy those who have endured." What examples of faith Brother and Sister Kalin are,